guys, today we have two penguins going on an aquarium adventure while you guys are at home. So we have our male Chester and our girl Rio going for a walk today. So they're just starting to check out the lobby that you guys usually get to walk in, and we'll see what they think about the sturgeon in the lobby first. And I do have keepers Ty and Christy with me here as well. Oh, Chester seems interested. So this is our lake sturgeon tank. They're an endangered species here in Michigan, and we're lucky to have some of them on exhibit. So they've grown quite a bit since you guys were probably last here in the fall or in the summer. So we'll try to get a good shot of them too in a minute. Rio's a little unsure. What do you think, guys? Oh, now Rio sees them. So Chester is a bit of an older man within our flock. He's 28. He actually came to us back in 2002 to add to our breeding flock. You can hear the kelp gulls also want to talk to you guys too. They're pretty noisy this morning. Chester is he tries to be a ladies' man, but he's a little bit awkward. He has paired up and given us some eggs, but he's not the biggest ladies' man so far. Rio, on the other hand, Rio is one of our 14-year-old females, and she's actually given us 7 offspring, and some of them are still here today. Rio was born at John Ball Zoo, and she's been a really big help to our flock's breeding success. She's a very good mom. Oh, I think Rio sees her reflection. She's checking it out. Hi, guys. So you guys probably are more able to notice now that they're a little closer and out in the open, the bands that the penguins have. So they each have colorful bands on one wing, and then they have their name bands on the other. So next time you're in for a visit, make sure that you try and notice the penguins' names and see if you can find individuals. Are you gonna try the stairs? You're not rock hoppers, but we'll see. It might not be the most graceful thing. They're like, no. No thanks, Christy. So we've now made it to where they could potentially notice their counterparts still on exhibit. We thought maybe they'd be fairly interested. Oh, Rio looks like she's at least gonna go look. Chester's just moving on. He wants to see new sights today. It looks like even our black-crowned night heron is a little confused of what's going on here today. So as amusing as this is for us, and hopefully for you guys here at home, it's also enrichment for the penguins. For those of you who don't know, we do try to offer quite a variety of enrichment. It's just giving our animals some mental stimulation and trying to get them to perform natural behaviors as well. So today we're just giving them that different environment. Often we'll give them things like manipulation items, things that will have our animals forage. So just trying to keep them very active here. You can see the exhibit penguins are quite curious how Rio got over there. And Chester's just chosen to move on. He'd rather hang out with Ty. What do you think, Rio? Hi. All right, we're getting our first look at the kelp forest exhibit. We'll see what these guys think of some bigger fish. Bigger than you normally eat, right guys? So here at John Ball, our penguins get 4 varieties of fish every single day, and they get fed twice a day. And so they get fed capelin, smelt, trout, and herring. And usually everybody's favorite is the trout, but it varies penguin to penguin. Our kelp exhibit, slightly larger than what these guys can handle. We're unimpressed, apparently. We would like to see the tide pool. Everybody loves the tide pool. Oh, new noises. Oh, now we see those fish. Rio's curious. She seems to be a bit braver than Chester today. We've made it to the tide pool now. Although I think we're unsure about the noise. So we might turn the wave off for a little bit. So to end our fun today, Rio wants you guys to be... So Rio is showing you guys the one thing that you can always take from the aquarium. It's not a penguin, but it's one of our seafood watch cards. So you guys at home can actually check out seafood that is sustainably caught and good to eat. So we always have these on site at the zoo, but you can also find this. It's through the Monterey Bay Aquarium is who puts this out, and you should be able to find a website. It's seafoodwatch.org, and that will give you a list of all your best choices. They've made it over to the Octopus Tank. He's sleeping a little bit right now, but maybe as he sees them, he'll wake up too.
He's waking up, his arms are starting to move.
What do you think, Rio? So you can see our octopus is in the top left corner right now. It's kind of been his spot lately. He's gotten quite a bit larger since the fall. I think they just like the feel of the cave and the window. So here we are checking out our tide pool. Chester was taking a peek. What do you guys think today? Some new stuff going on. It looks as though, as much as we all feel cooped up inside at home with all of this going on, the penguins, being a flock bird, more just want to go back home. So we'll be bringing these guys back to their normal space in just a little bit, but at least they're having fun checking out some of these fish and some of our other habitats here in the aquarium. We've all probably seen penguins going down the stairs, but do they go up them? Oh, we made it up one. Andrew, good job, Rio. And, oh, there's evidence of Chester being a little bit awkward. The ramp might be easier this time, although they did pretty well on the stairs. Looks like Rio's just figured out that the Michigan stream exists, including the waterfall. She doesn't know what to think about that. You better help her out, Chester. She needs someone else to investigate with her. I think Rio also wants to know why we're all just staring at her. Out here's kind of a good sight. You can see that Rio on the right has a nice smooth beak. Our girls tend to have prettier beaks, if you will. And as our boys get older, they get these kind of knobby beaks as they age. So you can see Chester has a very nice manly beak going on back there. Hope you guys had fun today. So we are now in the kitchen area where we prepare our penguin diets. I know a lot of you have seen and attended our penguin feedings, which is always a fun time. But just wanted you guys to kind of see up close what the penguins actually eat every day. So the zoo is really careful about making sure that our penguin fish, our fish for the whole aquarium and the zoo, are sustainably sourced. So you can see that the penguins eat capelin, smelt, herring, and trout. And trout seem to be everybody's favorite, kind of like the grand dessert fish at the end. So we do try to save it for the end. They have to eat their other fish before they can kind of get to that. But for all of you at home, one thing that you can help by doing is, as you are eating any fish or seafood at home, you can make sure that that's sustainably sourced as well. So the zoo has seafood watch cards. Feel free to grab those whenever you are back at the zoo. But they also have a website as well that you guys can check out in the meanwhile. So it's seafoodwatch.org. So make sure to check that out and pick your best choices of fish to have. Thanks, and we hope to see you guys soon.